up because what I'm about to drop will shatter everything you thought you knew about Meghan Markle's motherhood story. We're not diving into Twitter conspiracy theories here. This comes straight from her own family's mouths, and it's about to get messy. Thomas Markle, Meghan's father, went on record claiming his daughter had her eggs frozen years ago. Then her brother allegedly confirmed she had a hysterectomy afterward. Here's the kicker. This supposedly all went down while she was still married to Trevor Engelson, way before Prince Harry was even a blip on her radar. If true, this completely torches the fairy tale narrative we've been fed. But wait, it gets wilder. Storing frozen eggs costs between $8,000 to $9,000 monthly, and back then, Meghan allegedly couldn't afford it. We're talking about someone pulling roughly $7,000 per episode on Suits, when she actually showed up, which wasn't often. Across 108 episodes, her total screen time clocked in at about 138 minutes. Blink and you'd miss her, literally. She's changed. She's not the daughter I knew. My daughter was a much more giving, loving person than she is now, Thomas Markle said, dropping receipts like confetti. So picture this timeline. Loses access to frozen eggs due to money issues, has a hysterectomy, then magically appears years later with 2 kids that are supposedly hers biologically. The math isn't mathing, and people are starting to notice big time. The detective work happening online is next level intense. Fans are dissecting every public appearance, and here's what's got everyone side-eyeing. There's barely any genuine footage of Meghan being naturally affectionate with the children. No spontaneous hugs, messy moments, or real mom energy. Instead, the kids look stiff and awkward in every sighting, like props in a carefully staged production. Some eagle-eyed observers swear the little girl spotted at Disneyland one day wasn't the same child photographed in a different dress the next day. Are we seriously looking at different children being rotated for different appearances? It's giving major sus energy, no cap. Then there's the infamous moon bump situation. During peak pandemic hospital restrictions, Meghan was allegedly strutting around with what many claim was an obviously fake pregnancy belly in a hospital with camera crews, when COVID protocols were stricter than a bouncer at an exclusive club. That's not just eyebrow-raising, that's potentially illegal territory. Hospital maternity wards were locked down tighter than Fort Knox back then. You couldn't just waltz in with a film crew for content creation, yet somehow Meghan managed it. The audacity is almost impressive. And wait till you hear how she acts when discussing her kids in interviews. The maternal warmth is nowhere to be found. Her responses are flat, performative, like she's reciting lines from a script she never properly rehearsed. It's giving uncanny valley vibes, and people are definitely picking up on it. This isn't random internet trolls throwing shade. Her own father dropped this bombshell, claiming she had her eggs removed and frozen, period. Her brother reportedly backed it up, adding the hysterectomy detail. That's not casual family gossip. That's a nuclear-level revelation that completely obliterates the biological motherhood narrative. The mainstream media? They're treating this like it never happened, glossing over it faster than a Kardashian controversy cycle. Nobody is asking the obvious questions, which makes you wonder what kind of pressure they're under to keep quiet. If Meghan really couldn't have kids naturally, then where exactly did Archie and Lilibet come from? Why does it feel like the palace, press, and public are all tiptoeing around the biggest unanswered question in this entire royal saga? The perfect parent act Meghan and Harry perform feels increasingly hollow when you examine it closely. Every mention of the children is either overly polished or strangely vague. No raw birth photos, no candid pregnant moments, just curated brand content masquerading as family memories. Here's what's really wild. No hospital confirmations, no medical professionals stepping forward, not even a blurry paparazzi shot of Meghan actually pregnant in an unguarded moment. For a couple constantly in the spotlight, that level of privacy is basically impossible to maintain. The moon bump theories have serious receipts backing them up. There's footage where Meghan's belly literally shifts and folds unnaturally as she squats down. Not awkward angle weird, but props department error weird. People have zoomed in, slowed it down, analyzed it frame by frame, and what they found doesn't scream baby bump. It screams foam padding with a side of bad special effects. Look, using a surrogate is totally normal and nothing to hide. But if there's actual deception involved, that changes everything. It's not about privacy anymore. It becomes about authenticity and public trust, 2 things the royal family can't afford to lose. The birth certificate drama adds another layer of mess. Reports surfaced that Meghan had a royal title removed from the document, then mysteriously added back in. That's not standard procedure anywhere, and in the US, royal titles aren't supposed to be used as legal names. Yet somehow Archie and Lilibet's paperwork slipped through with titles attached. According to insiders, even immigration officials were confused and allegedly reached out to King Charles for clarity. That's not something that happens unless the paperwork is seriously sketchy, and it raises questions about what exactly was being processed. Harry's playing along perfectly, smiling for cameras and demanding HRH titles for the kids. This stirred up major drama behind the scenes, especially since Queen Elizabeth reportedly made it crystal clear before her passing: no HRH titles for those stepping away from royal duties. But Harry kept pushing anyway, and according to multiple sources, Charles eventually caved. The man who was supposed to clean up the monarchy's image handed over those titles like party favors at a birthday bash. The optics are absolutely terrible. Why would Meghan orchestrate all this elaborate theater in the first place? Some say it's for brand value. Others claim it's about securing her place in history. But one theory stands out. She believed having royal children would lock her into the monarchy forever. Not in name, but in influence. 2 kids born into the firm with HRH titles. That's serious leverage, long-term PR power that keeps giving regardless of whether she actually gave birth or not. As long as the public believes the narrative, the strategy works. But those cracks keep showing, and Meghan's behavior around the children remains consistently off. In one video, she awkwardly holds a child like she's never handled a toddler in her life. No eye contact, no soothing gestures, just stiff posturing that screams discomfort. The kids always look like they're being managed by professional handlers rather than bonding with their mother. There's always someone nearby, always that sense of, this is for the cameras. People aren't stupid. They notice the inconsistencies, the weird body language, the complete lack of genuine emotion. The question echoing louder each day: if these kids aren't biologically hers and the palace knows it, why is everyone pretending everything's normal? Is it fear, shame, or something deeper that we haven't even begun to understand? Meghan's defenders always jump in with the same tired argument. She's just private. But there's a massive difference between privacy and performance art. When it starts looking like you faked an entire pregnancy, hired stand-in children, and manipulated your way into royal recognition, it stops being about personal boundaries. It becomes about public deception, especially when you're still using royal titles, still appearing on the official monarchy website, and still cashing in on the Duchess brand every chance you get. The hypocrisy is absolutely staggering. The timing of recent events feels suspiciously coordinated. That viral twerking video dropped right when fresh questions about the kids started circulating online, almost like a classic distraction tactic. Make noise, stir controversy, shift attention away from what people are really asking. But what Meghan seems to be missing is that this kind of attention doesn't build legacy, it burns it. The Kardashian comparisons she clearly loves don't work here because Kim and Paris weren't claiming royal legitimacy or putting children at the center of a public relations power play. Harry deserves major side-eye here too because this isn't just Meghan's charade. He's neck-deep in it, actively helping shape the story. A man who once claimed he hated the press now seems obsessed with maintaining their image, calling paparazzi when it suits him, and launching lawsuits when it doesn't. The hypocrisy is playing at full volume, and it's getting harder to ignore. Harry's not some poor fool who got duped. He's a willing participant in whatever this elaborate performance actually is. The royal family's silence speaks volumes, but not in the way they probably hope. No statements, no pushback, just quiet, uncomfortable tolerance. But silence isn't neutrality. It's complicity, especially when the monarchy's public image is being dragged through the mud by 2 people who walked away from the job but kept all the perks. Meghan still signs documents as Duchess of Sussex, Harry still demands royal treatment on international tours, and the palace still hosts their bios on the official royal website. There's zero accountability, no lines being drawn, and every carefully staged photo feels like another slap in the face to anyone who values truth. The public might never get concrete proof, no clinic will come forward, no employee will leak records, but truth has this strange way of surfacing eventually, And the more Meghan and Harry try to act normal while everything around them screams abnormal, the more obvious the performance becomes. People are connecting dots, comparing dates, watching body language, analyzing photos, noticing when the same child looks oddly different within days of each other. At some point, even the most loyal fans will stop defending what's becoming increasingly difficult to explain. The illusion can't hold forever, and when it finally breaks, when the press stops providing cover and the palace can't look away anymore, what happens next could be far more explosive than anything we've witnessed yet. Because this isn't just about a couple bending the truth. This could be one of the biggest image manipulation jobs in royal history, and everyone from the top down might have helped make it possible. The fallout, when it comes, is going to be absolutely legendary.